not ugly, ugly. It's ugly, but it's ugly in that I haven't actually put any work into it. All right, so now, um, I got a message on Discord, but I don't know where it is. Don't care. All right, let's do two things now. The first thing I want to do is I want to start posting messages, and then I want give your customer. I want to yeah. So what I want to do is I want to capture messages that are being sent to me, and then feed that into the conversation. Feed that whole conversation into ChatGPT every time you type something. So right now I'll just have one conversation. I'll multiplex or do whatever I need to later. Um, but I want to start something what a database might look like for that as well. So I'll need two things. I'll need to set up the API to start accepting the message mutations, and then I'll need to post those messages into Prisma, which saves it to SQLite, and after that I'll figure out the rest. But after that, then I'll start feeding them whole message thread back into ChatGPT. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Out in Jamaica. I'm streaming. Yeah, I'm in a conversation right now. I'll get back to this in a second. Okay, get back to this. So, let me first make sure that I'm not exposing anything on stream. Okay. Yep. Good. Um. Anyways, all right. Let's get back to this. So, where was I? Yeah, I was gonna set up the chat bubbles. Um. No, I was gonna set up the database. So I'm just gonna head over to Prisma here. I'm gonna add 2 new models. So I'm actually gonna add 1 model. It's gonna call it messages or message since it's a singular. Then I'm gonna say an ID, which is a string. Yeah. And then it's gonna have its text, which is a string as well. And then it's gonna have like the role who made it, which is a null string. Actually, it's an enum. I forgot how do you do enums in this thing again? Enum. Enum. Role. Nope. Or do you say, yeah, no, you there's a specific way to do it, right? So if I come here and I say enum in Prisma, I see. So you have to create an enum like outside of the model, right? Yeah, and then you say I want it to be either the user or the assistant. I think that's what oh, is there already an enum? It says error evaluated enum, but it connect do not support enums. Oh, doesn't matter then. String, and then so basically that message was saying that because I'm using SQLite, I can't use enums, and that makes sense. Thank you for catching that for me, Prisma. So a message of the text of the role. Those are the things that I actually want to save and keep track of between my conversations. So yeah, I'll be using those. So basically, at this point, all I'm setting up is just ChatGPT as it is right now. I'm going to then modify it to do what I want it to do afterwards. So okay, let's just jump back over to our interface. The other thing I want to do is an example. So I'm going to rename it to. I'm going to call it the chat router. So chat. Yes. And then I'll rename this to. It's going to be a chat router as well. Yep. This way, Copilot can. Messages. Can I say like get messages? Yeah. Yeah. So what's gonna happen here? So the example I had before, I won't need it anymore. This is gonna read from the database. So let me do that. Let's say p. What was the p db push? So now I should have messages in my Prisma DB. So I can then import Prisma here. So Prisma dot message. No, I have to do something else. I forgot what I have to do. I have to do do I have to reinstall Prisma? Prisma. What are the changes that you have to make after you make it just Prisma? I keep having to print this. Prisma update schema. Auto formatting, no. Prisma client. MPX Prisma. Install Prisma client, that's already there. npm p Prisma generate. So now, do I come here and I say restart TS server, and then say I say Prisma dot message. Yeah, that find menu, and then unsafe member access of any. So I'm trying to get the messages back out of the database. How do I do find menus again? Create single record, create many, read, find unique. Yeah, find many. Unsafe assignment of any. What's this error? I've never seen that before. No unsafe assignment. Wait, do I have to like say this is like messages? Like a message array? No. How do you know what a message is? What's TypeScript complaining about? It's not even TypeScript that's the problem, it's ESLint. That's not right. Let's close that and open this back up. What is ESLint on about? Restart. Yeah, yes, it needs to restart it too. Okay. Yes, it was just being a big baby, but nothing. I don't need this. Type can be inferred. Can I open this back up? Yes. So now I'm getting all my messages. It's an array of messages, and I'll just return that. So actually, I don't need to store it in a variable or anything like that. I'll just return it. I keep the await there because if I don't, this is gonna complain. And there's no input, right? There's no input anymore. Let's get messages. Okay, so how do I now add a mutation to this? Actually, before I do that, this needs to change. So it's gonna be chat. It's gonna be chat router, right? Chat router, and then a bunch of stuff are complaining. I know. Let's use that as a list to tell me what I've done yet. Yep, you need chat. Actually, you need messages, right? And then this is gonna be chat. Get messages.